There's something I wanted to tell you about tonight, and then I'll get to the monologue. I may run a little late tonight, but try to hang out with me if you can. Go ahead and hit the like button on Rumble, please. Thank you. I love you. Mwah. Thank you very much. I want to show you something that happened here in our town. You remember I've taught you many times that a church does not need a 501c3 to be tax exempt. And for you to be able to write it off as a donation, everybody thinks you have to be 501c3 for that benefit. But that is not the case. Let me tell you what happened here locally with our city. I sent my secretary to City Hall to pay for the community center that we use for Passover every year. And I pray to God that every one of you are ready to get to Passover. It's April the 2nd through the 6th. There's all the information. You need to be at Passover. So we were going to rent the hall for 3 days. Well, normally the hall is $1,800 a day for that hall. If you're a church, you get it for half price. So instead of $1,800 a day, it's only $900 a day. And so Janice went down there to pay the $900 per day, which would be $2,700. All right. Well, she gets down there, and guess what? They tell her at City Hall. They ask her for her 501c3. She has them call me. They call me, and I send them our nonprofit registration with the state, which is all you need. See, they don't understand that we're not dumb. We're not dumb. We used to be dumb, but the world's waking up, and I'm fixing to talk to you about that in the monologue. The awakening is right now. Well, they said, no, you've got to have a 501c3 or you have to pay $1,800 a day. And I said, ma'am, that's not correct. And she said, well, I'll go speak to my supervisor. But she told Janice, y'all are going to have to do it. And before I hung up the phone, I said, ma'am, I'm trying to protect you and the city from a very litigious situation. Litigious. Look it up. And when I hung up the phone, I sent this. Well, let's see. I think I sent this email. Hang tight. I said, hello, Miss Stewart. I'm sending you an updated IRS regulation for religious organizations. We recently presented this in court, and it was ruled in our favor that a church cannot be discriminated against because it chooses not to register as a 501c3, and they must be recognized. Our church has been in this community for 50 years. I felt this information would be helpful in your considerations. Right after that, what did I send her? I sent her this. It was attached to the document from the IRS that says that the church is automatically tax exempt and they're not required to apply for and obtain recognition of tax exempt status from the IRS. I sent that to her. And shortly thereafter, here was the response. I spoke to our city clerk. You can use the community hall at the nonprofit rate and deposit $900 a day. Please let us know if you have any further questions. Quit letting these governments walk on you. Wake up. Don't be dumb, and you'll win every time as long as you don't be dumb.